Earn up to 4.1% on your dollars paid weekly. USDG is a stablecoin pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar.
Man, the Feds did a major sweep on the three-man game. Man, the Feds did a major sweep on the three-man game. And it felt like they just getting started. But they start is a big start, a big head start. 21 keys of that fit off the street, 380K, additional 4K, and casino pocket, a blick, money count that you zip up food with that machine.
Federal agents say 2 men are now in custody after a suspected fentanyl distribution operation was uncovered in Forest Park. Investigators say the operation was run out of an Airbnb that a federal task force raided late last week. Agents showed reporters what they say is 21 kilos of fentanyl recovered from inside the rental home. They also displayed $380,000 in cash they say was seized, along with another $3,000 found on a man who tried to run. Officials say the arrests are part of a larger federal push to track down the sources behind the region's drug pipeline. The suspects are Rico Deville Bryce and David Esteban Montillo Diaz. Both are expected to go before a federal grand jury for formal charges.
Man, casino fucked up. He fucked up, man. This was the wrong shipment to get caught up in. It is right here. Get you an L. 21 keys. That's enough to knock down at least 10 million people. 21 keys, they probably gonna say that's a street value of about 6 million, 7 million, depending on what a key of fit going for right now. About 6 million, 5 million, between 5 and 7 million, depending. But yeah, man, they said they caught casino in Forest Park. It's over there in Clayton County. That PD, the feds, they came together and got a search warrant for the spot for the Airbnb. I'm guessing, but I ain't sure. They must be the house where they packaged up everything. And they kept going back to that Airbnb. Ain't like they used this one, then they used that one. They kept using this because for them to get a search warrant and y'all still be there So you get the search warrant, you apply for it days before. Sometimes it'll be the same day, but it'll take all day. I don't think that was the case. Now y'all been moving out that career, bagging up. The Fed's been on y'all. You could be an informant in this situation, and the Fed's been on them. The Fed's been on pre-ban. From young Scooter to all of them, paper trail, fire, fish head. They all got trafficking charges. Paper trail getting locked up with the gas. Young Scooter got trafficking charges. A Blacker, he caught charges. Their whole crew didn't get money, been doing their thing. Rollo was around at a point, he's been doing his thing. So ain't no way the Feds ain't been watching him. This is why Future always kept a distance from the hood and Kirkwood.
Yeah.
In the beginning of his career, he was in the traps or in the hood. But once he grows up to be the Future that he is today,
running and shit for that.
Good like this. Only the street or some crazy event, but he wasn't in a trap with FGT Badge and Paper Trail and Casino and Scooter, all the other niggas like that. That's really like Zone 6 Kirkwood. He always kept that distance. But it ain't a rocket science. Everybody do. Free bands been doing their thing. And they had a long run. Free bands had a long run. And they did real good part, like keeping their business off the internet. There's not a lot of free band information on the internet.
These are my iPhone 17 cases, but only one of them is the crowning the ultimate one is a yearly tradition, and the criteria is strict and simple. A case must be protective, but not bulky, durable, definitely not ugly, and above all else, have a wow factor. While it sounds straightforward, most cases suck. And while I do love the iPhone 17, the new camera bar is apparently most cases good. For example, this flexi top does not stop my phone from popping out. So if I slip and it drops, my phone is broken. And the only case I found so far that actually fixes this problem is this one, Limitless 7.0. Its frame is not flexi and very strong. It has raised edges and is lined with AeroShock technology, which absorbs the stress created from big drops. It's not bulky, it has a 5-part.
Bloggers don't really cover free bands. The casinos, they really want nobody covering, especially their street side. None of their war, none of that stuff. So they did good for like the bloggers on the internet. But it's only a matter of time. Street shit, forming or the feds just watching y'all. See, with casino, he did try to rap thing, and it did do okay in the beginning. But being lazy, not really caring about being a rapper, never wanted to be a rapper. He just seen the opportunity, like, I could just jump on the track and I'm hard. It's gonna go because Future is school. Yeah, but nigga really lazy. Like this right here. That's why Future distanced himself. The money that Future get him, yeah, just flip it. Yeah, just flip it. They stay in the hood. They don't really want to get a job or learn the skill set in the music business and get the bag that way, when you can get 10 bricks, 15 keys, 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds. This on the fentanyl shit. We ain't talking about the gas. They could be getting 5,000 pounds of the gas, or the salt, or the pill, all that. You think they only come with fentanyl? Nah. That's one shipment. So niggas be playing with 5 to 10, 15 million. Dirty money, street money. But they'll put their money together. They saying casino had 80K and can't get in the design bag. The other 300,000. They tied that 80K to casino. He had another 4K in his pocket because when they came, he ran out the side of the door. They got him like that. The other dude took off. They got him too. But I think that 300K was in like kind of like shoe boxes and shit like that. It looked like street money. But that's the thing though. You'll get pills and different narcotics from rappers. You'll think that shit pure and straight, but the whole time it's spitting out too. You see what I'm saying? Like, you would think, imagine if Casino served you, or he ain't finna do all the hand in hand, maybe he that gutter. But you get your whoever you copy from, they copy from casino now. You would think, because it comes from free band, you would think it's straight. It ain't none of that bullshit like the pills. But the whole time it still fits. The dog food mixed with fit. The pill mixed with fit. Everything except the gas. Sometimes the cartel remix. Y'all gotta understand though, like how hard it is to give up that phone that bring in millions of dollars, all the customers, all the plugs, to give all that up, and you're not the star. To be up under him and try to learn how to get features for the artists, try to learn how to book shows, try to learn how to engineer, try to learn how to do these different things in the music business, and the money get different. You're gonna take a loss. You're gonna take a loss in money, and you're gonna take a loss in how you feel as a man, as a gangster. You coming from running the block, controlling them. Now you waking up every morning, getting features for him. It's not like you don't want to do it because it's him, but how it make you feel as a man, like you're a runner, more so like a new boy type. You're gonna get him clothes, you're gonna get him features, you're gonna look at his shows, you're doing this, everything for him. And you gotta take less money. So that's a lot to give up. How you feel as a gangster, how you feel as a man, how you lose money, losing your clientele. It's not that you don't believe Future gonna be a superstar, he already there. Or it's not because he Future and you big dog, it ain't with now, it's just how you feel. And you lazy. And you already in love with your good. You love everything about her good. Plus, you have been around these rap music and they ain't what you used to. You was big as hell, you really like that. They lame, they home. You just can't catch their vibe. So you faking their face, smiling their face, got a fake kick it with them. He ain't with all that stuff. You'd rather hang with junkies. You could be in mansions, high rises, but you'd rather be in traps. Be more comfortable. You like to laugh more. You just feel complete right there.
Eco Products is a leading brand of environmentally responsible food service packaging. Everything we make comes with real environmental benefits. Find out more at ecoproducts.com.
Even
He back. He back. He back, baby. He back. Keep going back. He back, baby. He back. Look at this. 6 months. On our way to 6 months. Goat shirt right there. Goat shirt. They all said he was stuck at 4 rings. That's what they all said. No, there was none of this. He's going to go back to Cleveland to win 6 rings. This is as advertised. The 6th ring in the purple motherfucking gold. Let's go, Chase. the gold, the purple, the color, royalty. That's what this about right there. I tell you. When Dope King the Bond wins his sixth ring in the purple and gold, he is no doubt the GOAT. Everybody said he was stuck at 4. There's no more rings. Oh, at best, he's only winning one more ring. Everybody, this is what they said. Year by year, they miss the playoffs. They lose in the first round. That was the year before. They get swept in the conference finals. So you lose in the first round, you lose in the first round again. This is a gold shirt. And for the record, I cut off the sleeves, so yeah, this is a tank. I cut off the sleeves. This is a tank. This is a tank top here, but I'm all ready to go. What I saw from the game last night is we know he's still vintage GOAT King LeBron James. We know he's going to do what's best for the rhythm of the team. Cabernet Sauvignon made with organic grapes. Indicazione geografica protetta. Protected geographic origin, organic grapes from Italia. This is Terre Siciliane. This is a Sicilian wine. Hopefully this is not too dry. But this was $7. I can hold this bare bottle with basically my own hand. It cuts down the portions, But yesterday, the passing ability by GOAT King LeBron was amazing. I mean, he had 2 or 3 guys about to triple team him, and then it was a bounce pass right in between 2 of these guys for an easy dish. I didn't know if it was the Jackson Hayes or DeAndre Ayton, I forgot. But anyways, that little action there, that Jackson Hayes, GOAT King LeBron James, Utah Jazz are not a smart basketball team, so what are they going to do? They're to fall for the bait. Everybody is going to fall for the drive, and that little baseline drive, GOAT King LeBron, nobody was paying attention. This is how you know they're not a fundamentally sound basketball team. There you go. DeAndre Ayton was there. Jackson Hayes was there. There was one very beautiful pass by GOAT King LeBron. I think the shot clock was about to expire, and just boom, that bullet of a pass over at the corner. It was a 3-pointer. I forgot if it was Luka or if it was Marcus that made that shot. But anyways, GOAT King LeBron is back. He doesn't have to. And yeah, this is like the $1 million question: is what's his scoring average gonna be? It's not that people care about stats. It's just that he's been so consistent in his career, averaging 27 points, scoring roughly 26 to 30 points is his usual point totals. He's been so consistent. And then, the 30-point year where Lakers missed the playoffs, GOAT King LeBron was padding the stats that year because, let's face it, Stanley Johnson was a joke, and who were the other guys anyways? Like Carmelo Anthony was washed at that point. That was the year they had Melo. The year the Lakers missed the playoffs, GOAT King LeBron James was obviously getting closer to that scoring mark, padding the statistics there, because quite frankly, he had to score for much of that year because Anthony Davis was hurt and everybody was trash. And first and foremost, GOAT King LeBron wants to win. So that year went hand in hand. Yes, he wanted the stats, but that's really the only way to win was GOAT King LeBron to force the issue, to be a dominator, to have to take things in his own hands as far as scoring goes, because there weren't enough guys that could score to utilize GOAT King LeBron's playmaking abilities. And then the pinnacle of GOAT King LeBron 28.9 points per game, the same old goalkeeper bond. You see the Roaring Grizzly, you see them dominate the Splash Brothers there. And then NBA rigged, they said Jokic gets a spotlight, he wins a championship, and in the process, he beats Kevin Durant and goalkeeper bond en route to win the championship. And the last 2 years, on and off injuries. It's nothing new. It's not the last 2 years. But yeah, you for the first time, the scoring average dipped to 24, 25 points per game. And that we've never seen before. So at this point in time, where goalkeeper bond is about the rings in accumulating the stats is over. And he did want to be point guard during 2019-2020, which he was. But now, obviously, the most important thing is to not disrupt the offensive rhythm. I thought he played great D last night. I thought he did very well there, playing great defense. It's that you got to feed off each other and carry the team without goalkeeper bond. James, that kind of avenue, you don't want to disrupt the rhythm that Austin and Luka have with each other. So that goalkeeper bond is not going to what's up?
Darkness has completely engulfed this
be here
entire
to
building. Admit it, Byron, you're scared.
and
We are
and
seeing
so
a
that there's
legend
like an equilibrium
in the
there
flesh.
as far as everybody's comfortable
The
and
following
everybody's
contest
in
is
the
an
proper rhythm.
elimination
Goalkeeper bond is going to find it. He had to do that when he had
The
to
rules of
Wade
this
and
match
Chris
are as
Watts.
follows.
And Scott's
Four participants will be
they
locked
set the
away in their
bars
respective
between
pods.
that
Two
big
superstars
three.
will start the
So
match in
so
the
this
ring.
is nothing
The participants will
new.
be released into the match
This is
in random
typical
order.
of what
The
Peter
only
Pan
way
is
to be
obviously
eliminated
in
is
here.
by pinfall
So
or
who
submission. The last
how is he
superstar
really
remaining
feeling with the
following the
Celtics?
elimination
Is
will be
Siakam?
declared the winner and is full.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, they make this kind of money selling yoga mats and coaches, and I damn sure wasn't talking to my friends into buying vitamins and juices. I did it with a free app that's probably already on your phone, and that app is the Kindle app. The crazy part is, I didn't create this system.
But my
I
hat is
taught me
off to
this.
every
All right,
competitor
let me tell you more
brave
about
enough
this.
to even
I'm going to show you a
consider
way to
entering
potentially
the
make money
elimination
by
chamber.
pairing Amazon with the power of AI.
But he clearly ha- is prioritizing the three-point shot this year. 4 of 7 in most of his early makes, most of his early attempts were three-point shots. And goalkeeper, three-point shots. So, is this long really at half capacity? It's not up to speed. If his lungs are feeling bad at all the side effects of his shoulder diagnosis that he had, then he's obviously, we haven't seen what he can do at 100% yet. So he's
And if you
properly
remember,
breathing the
he
lungs
suffered an
to feel
incredibly
much better
tough loss his last
than
time
he
out.
did
A
today.
shocking
How's
loss, I
he
would say,
gonna
Cole. Going in,
perform?
I really thought he had that
Well,
match,
what
and
I've
I
seen
think he
from
did too.
Goalkeeper Bond
And
is
that
that he
might
has
have been
been
his downfall.
taking
He
over
might have just
game
underestimated his opposition.
anytime he simply feels it. Anytime that he gets the green light anytime that he has the green light to feel like doing it at any given time. Now, what's gonna make LeBron James the greatest player ever
The first
to
ever
play
Indian-born
here
WWE
is that he's
superstar.
going to take over the
And
players
a
and
gigantic,
defeat a 7-game team just as he did with the Cavs when they beat the 73-win Warriors. What's the Thunder's final record gonna be? If they take their foot off the gas, then yeah, I think they finish with 65, 66 wins.
In fact, he
Even
went
if you
undefeated
take
for
the
over
foot
8
off the
months,
gas for,
leaving a
let's say,
trail
5
of
game
bodies
stretch,
in
he
his
wins,
wake, including top
5,
names like
something
Rey
like that.
Mysterio and The Undertaker.
Everyone's resting the final week of the season, and you start using was funny because even if STA wrestling, I get the feeling that this team can still win games. Just how deep
And you
they
can bet
are,
he's hoping to build off
just
those
because how
incredibly
well
impressive
they
performances
just
last
one
time
more
out.
games
Well,
and
he's going to have
so
to, Cole, if he wants to be taken seriously as an elite superstar.
they are very
Just winning
versatile.
one every now and then isn't going to cut it.
And I think they're starting lineup is something. Lakers got some defensive stoppers to counter the OKC Thunder. Dalton Nets should be a shooter. Marcus Smart can sit the three, but he can't overrule the line when you make the three. He's pretty defensively. Team Benson.
Here comes the
Yes,
Texas rattlesnake.
threes. Keep
And the
going.
WWE
LeBron
Universe is
can
on
sit the
its
three.
feet.
At least Aiton is not like these clown-ass centers nowadays. They're just hanging around the key and witness the three-point shot. I mean, fucking ass clowns. I'm glad we have DeAndre Ayton. I'm glad he is kind of more of that prototypical traditional big man. You know, hang around in the paint, be a big man, get the boards, offensive, defensive rebounds. They're not dicking around in the key. When you're a 7-foot center, you need to be hanging around the post. But he's got the mid-range game. He's got some pick and roll action there. You know, with Chris Bosh, you know, that you'll get the big and go to the fine games. But if the time calls for Goki LeBron to take over the Thunder series, he absolutely will. And when he does, he's the greatest to ever do it. He beat the best team in the planet and taking over that series at 41 years of age. This is what's going to make Goki LeBron the ultimate GOAT and king of basketball. It's just as he did in his prime when he was 31 years of age against the Thunder, against the 73-win Thunder team. That's what he's going to do against a team that, be my guess how many games they win. Thunder, I think they got a chance to win 70 games this year. They only have one loss. When is this going to continue? When is that going to continue? I'll tell you. They are going to challenge the records of the Raiders if they don't slack off and give them 5 game stretch. The NBA Cup games are the hardest. So if the Thunder continue to win these, then it's certainly outstanding. The intensity is far greater during the NBA Cup games. So let's say they sweep the group. Or at least lose one game in the NBA Cup, then yes, the Thunder are going to challenge this record. And
hey guys, is there a chance this match here tonight ultimately marks the end of their alliance? Absolutely, Cole. In fact, I'd go so far as to say this match will mark the beginning of a downward slide that ultimately ends their alliance.
Over right there.
Working with the UCLA Bruins, my job is simple. Keep athletes ready to perform. That means healthy, resilient, and locked in physically and mentally. I started using Vinia because it's different. It's not a stim. It's not a nitrate-based nitric oxide booster that fades fast. Vinia is a blood flow product backed by real clinical data. Whether I'm working with my athletes or managing my own energy throughout the long days, staying in the flow matters. That's why I use Vinia. It's clean, it works, and it's Informed Sport certified.
Sex. I said it. Now you're probably thinking about it.
That's how it starts. Your brain fires, signals shoot through your body, nitric oxide gets released. It's all chemistry, and it starts in your head. The brain is the biggest sex organ. That's why ED can start up here, and why treatment that ignores the mind is only one part of the job. If you tried other ED meds and felt like something was missing, it is not your imagination. Most of the treatments out there are doing the same thing, just in different packaging. That's why I often recommend you get ready. Here's the thing about traditional ED meds. Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, they only focus on blood flow. They're PDE5 inhibitors. That means they help preserve something called cGMP, which relaxes your blood vessels and helps create an erection.
They call it the goat in the barn. Then let go! It's August Latonda's NBA.
That's the bell, and these athletes have never looked more ready for war.
How many games have they won by double digits?
World Heavyweight Championship match.
Kick
It's easy
it
to get
ass.
caught up in the fire and emotion of competing for the title, but it's about bottling those emotions and channeling that fire onto your opponent.
114 against the Kings. This is a 15 win margin over the Wolves. 15 points in the summer.
Assess the situation from the chamber.
20 points in the Lakers.
He's headed
24 points in the Warriors.
doors open.
This last time they won the game, seen the
Is ready to join the
against the
fray.
team with the
Sliding back into
gambling
the ring.
coach, Chauncey Billups.
Looks like he's got something in mind
Well,
for
that was a
ringside here.
loss.
Climbing
They
up the
lost to the Trailblazers. The gambling scandal. The Trailblazers were involved, and lo and behold, they beat the Thunder. I don't think that's coincidence right there. Trailblazers were one of the teams that passed on Michael Jordan, too. This team is reminiscent of 2015-16 years. The only thing that is different is that they play the same conference as go on the bottom. This is the stage they be set to. And this is why team goes to the bottom and we put them on the same team. They know this Thunder team is a super team. Like the super team, like fucking Rockets. This team is undrafted. People say DeAndre Ayton is motivated by video games, and they said they're serious team next summer. What is gonna call this team a super team? But let's young road play. I like other guys on my team. But seeing that the Lakers are a super team that is the wildest stretch of imagination possible. Okay? First game was built to the barn, 144. I truly believe in the series in so many real close. Funny. Lots of great plays, lots of mini runs. This is going to be unlike the LaRavia son. You can't tell me that, people know who Jake LaRavia is unless you watch the Lakers. I like Jackson Hayes, but people don't watch the Lakers. So people don't know who Jackson Hayes is. Never disrespect. I think people look at Hudson as a rock player. So this team is not a super team, because no matter what they say about this team. But until Vanderbilt can't see.
Textbook scoop slam.
Just because not the smart doesn't mean it's a super team. It's not all play. It's not an all-star player in this league, because he's got limitations to his offensive. That's certainly a great defensive stopper, and Vanderbilt can stop with Marcus Smart. So Lakers got deeper on defense, perimeter defense for sure. Lakers on the Lakers, they know the Thunder are going to be fucking big. They're going to win over 70 games. Nobody can beat the Thunder. Nobody can beat the Thunder. And we go to the point, tries, beats the Thunder, the debate is over. Oh, he won. It's over. He won.
The lights are dimming for the Hitman.
I'm trying to come.
Right through the stomach.
Definitely
Deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us. Absolutely unreal. And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
The scene was used papers, something trying to devour sports leagues with the politicians, and then there was a big purge of YouTube accounts, and mine is included in the purge. They're looking at anything to delay. Then they can the Nazi 60 people exposing the Freemasons and the Jews. That's what was behind the purge. They purged lots of YouTube channels. Mind you,
There's a crucifix. Nicely
no
done.
pipelines violating whatsoever.
Slam, making it look easy.
Mine was doing this to be good with New Year's at the Sportsman's Bankers 2017. So the clearance is happening for it wasn't just a day or two. They didn't want to tune us like for months. Like, they were getting warned.
Every child in space has just a match to come outside the line, to have tea party them, and to go big dream to make it once. Our play cake is their vaccines. The play cake from mom. Volunteer for a big imagination.
On the moon.